I'm Bali Wright. I am the author of Bobby Baines Plays a Blinder. I'm absolutely delighted to be doing this video for Empathy Action Month. I'm a massive supporter of Empathy Lab UK and for anything that helps us grow empathy. Empathy is in increasingly short supply in the world that we live in, and I think we need to grow it. This project is about doing something that matters, and Bobby Baines, my book, which is connected to it, is about growing kindness. That's what the whole story is about. When I wrote it, I wanted to write about a young man, in this case, Bobby Baines. Hold on, I'll move my head. There he is. Um, who is, just like all of you, primary school age, lovely, kind, considerate, a little bit silly at times. This is just a regular little human being. And he has a situation in his life with his friends and his family, particularly with his nanaji, who is there. There's his nanaji, that's his granddad, his mum's dad, and with a young man, with a man called Trevor. Trevor and his nanaji are the same age. They both love football and reggae music, but neither of them can play football anymore because their knees hurt and their backs hurt. So Bobby decides that he wants to do something that will encourage them to play football. It's called a walking football league that he creates. And so his entire thing is about growing empathy. It's about showing support for friends and family, caring for the community. And those three things are four of the things that we're going to be talking about when we talk about doing something that matters. Empathy Action Month is a brilliant idea. I'm really, really taken with it. The idea that we can sit and actually think about who we are in the world around us, like Bobby does. I pointed at the wrong person there, like Bobby does. There he is. We can do something for our communities, for our friends, for our families, for our schools, something that actually makes a difference to the lives of people and helps to grow kindness and happiness and all the rest of those things. So there is a little writing task that I was considering, and it's a fairly simple thing. It's a very real life writing task. And what I mean by that is that what I'd like you to do is think about some space in your community. It could be a community center, it could be a park or a playground, it could be a stream or a brook that runs through your neighborhood, it could be your school, it could be anything within your community. And you wake up one morning with an absolutely amazing idea about how you're going to spread happiness and kindness in your community, just like Bobby does in the book, around a particular space. So I'll give you an example. There is a neighborhood not far from me where so many of the streets have kind of blocked ends, so you'll have a little tiny square of pavement, and people have started putting potted plants there and flowers, etc., and it just makes people smile. So, in the course of your everyday life, you're walking along, you're nipping to your local supermarket, get yourself some milk or whatever on your way to school, and instead of a grey square area with nothing in it, there are flowers, brightly colored flowers and plants, and there's a place that you can sit and maybe have a chat with your friends. Something like that, something that you come up with in your local community. So I want you to use the real world around you, your real communities, and I want you to think about how you can create something, a space that's amazing, useful, creative, whatever, it really doesn't matter, but as a fictional thing. And the great thing about fiction, and it's one of the things I did with Bobby Baines Plays a Blinder, is you can use yourself as a character. You can use people that you know. You can use your own school, your own community centers, your own park. And that's what I'd really like you to do. So you wake up one morning, mega excited because you've come up with this amazing idea to do something around your community that's going to do for one of four things, or all of those four things. It's entirely up to you, all directly linked to doing something that matters for Empathy Action Month. So the first one is growing our happiness. The second one is support for friends and family. The third one is caring for your community. And I think also we should add to that the people within your community. And then the fourth one is protecting our planet. The other thing I want you to remember is this. Bobby Baines learns an interesting lesson, a life lesson. And I want you to take that away from this little video that I'm doing. The life lesson is this. We get out of life what we put into life. And if we want happiness and kindness to exist around us, then we need to plant those seeds. And that's what Empathy Action Month is about. We plant seeds of kindness, we plant seeds of understanding and of tolerance and of happiness, and then those things grow. Okay, so that's what it's about. As I said, I'm Bali Rai. I'm going to stop talking now because I always talk way too much on these videos. Have a great time during Empathy Action Month. I hope you enjoy the little creative writing task I've given you. And I hope that you can sit and have a think and then get active in doing stuff that changes not just your life, but the lives of people within your communities to make things happier, brighter, and just more fun.